What's up, everybody? It's Angelica Napolitano, Doctor of Physical Therapy, and today I have special guest Jon Decker on the live for this week. So Jon is a PGA golf pro, and he's had how many years of experience now?
Over 20 years now.
Over 20 years. So he literally is a pro. And so I want you to introduce yourself, Jon. Tell everybody a little bit about your experience as a pro, where you've worked, and then we'll get into your short game guru.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Angelica, for having me on the show. I've been a PGA golf professional since 1997. I started out my career working down in Orlando at the Grand Cypress Academy of Golf, where I was a head instructor down there. And I worked under top 100 teachers, Phil Rogers, who just recently passed away. I consider him to be my mentor, and Fred Griffin. And that's where I learned how to teach the game, working in a golf school where you were teaching 15, 16 people at a time during the late 90s. So it was really when golf was really booming. It was a great experience for me. And then in 2007, I got hired as the director of instruction up here in Ohio. I'm in Columbus, Ohio area. And so I moved up to Ohio. I was going back and forth between Florida and Ohio. I did that for about 5 years, and now I'm in Ohio full time. So it's been a great experience. And I've got to work at a really high-end club and then also at a resort. So I really enjoyed both of those.
A little cold up there, huh?
It is cold. There's a little snow on the ground, and I do miss the South.
Well, it feels like it's like 39 here. It said something like that on the news today. So us Floridians, we're like freaking out. I'm wearing boots today, and so that's a first.
I feel sorry for you. I'm tearing up as we speak.
Yeah, right. So I just want to give our viewers a little insight as to how we kind of met through social media. I saw your videos. Yeah. I love them. Obviously, I'm a video person. You guys see my videos all the time. And I loved your just your professionalism, your appearance, your setting, all that stuff. And then obviously the information you were providing, I was like, I need to know this guy. So I reached out to Jon and we started a friendship. And I got to know that he actually created a video series called Pitch Perfect, right? With golfswing.com.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about that. What exactly are you providing in these videos, and what is this package that you are offering people?
That's a great question. It started out with last year. I started doing videos, and a lot of my members really loved them, and so I put them on. Facebook, and had a big following there, and YouTube. But then I decided to put it on LinkedIn. And about a week later, I got contacted by a company called golfswing.com. They're out of Dallas, Texas. And they saw my videos and they said, we really like your presentation style. We want to hire you. So I sent them 3 or 4 videos, and they they put me on the website and they hired me. And after a couple of weeks, the videos started doing really well. So they said, we want to fly you out to Dallas and we want to create a short game series. We're going to call it Pitch Perfect. And I spent 3.5 days filming videos, sun up to sundown. We filmed 108 videos, and it is the most complete and comprehensive short game video series ever created. They've done research. They've checked out all of the short game and full swing video series that are out there. And if you sit and watch it start to finish, it's over 5 hours of content. But what's really interesting about it is it's very easy. I don't want the listeners out there to think it's real complicated. All of those 5 hours are broken down into 2 and 3 minute long videos. So, for example, there might be a video on the grip, and then the ball position for chipping, and then in the bunker it could be the grip and the ball position for bunker. So each subject, and we cover chipping, pitch and run, the pitch shot, and the bunker shot, and I also have a list of my drills on there. So I've been real excited, and the website itself, golfswing.com. There's a lot of great tour players on there as well. It's not just myself. There's 15 other instructors. We have a sports psychologist on there, Dr. David Cook, and Hal Sutton, who was the Ryder Cup captain. Jeff Mitchell, who played on the PGA Tour. So a lot of big name instructors as well. So there's a lot of different presentation styles because some people may relate to my presentation style, but then they may relate to another instructors as well. And hopefully we'll get you on there as well.
Yeah, I would love that, because you guys don't have any kind of medical side of things yet. It's purely just about the game right now and how to play, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes. And that's where that's the part where, I mean, fitness, and that was one of the things I loved about watching your videos, is I'm really into fitness. I want to know how the body works. I'm not a doctor, but I know that if I know how it works, I can translate that into teaching. And a lot of my students are doctors. So it helps me to communicate with them as well, the more knowledge I have. But I love to work out. Fitness is a passion of mine. In fact, I enjoy fitness now more than I do playing golf. I enjoy teaching so much. I'm around it so much that fitness is a big part of my life. And I believe that it's important in improving your game, because if you're out of shape, I don't care who you go to. You can go to the best teachers in the country. If you're not in physical shape, you can't play the sport, and it requires that you be in somewhat good shape. So
right, absolutely. It's for golf. It's a lot about your movement patterns, because we have to work in that multi-dimensional planes of movement. And if you're not able to get that movement efficiently, you're going to compensate and cause injury somewhere along the line through repetitive stress to your joints and your soft tissue and things like that. So if it doesn't happen, suddenly, it's going to happen gradually, and people need to know how to identify these movement pattern dysfunctions that they are performing in their golf swing, because it's very, very career ending, if you will. I know a lot of golfers that can't, that are in their 20s that can't play anymore because they hurt themselves. And we have these guys out there in their 50s, the recreational golfer, just for fun, but it's going to catch up with them. And being in your 50s, you're not as, fit and in shape as that 20-year-old. So if that person's doing it, that 50-year-old is definitely going to get hurt. So, and people ask me all the time, oh, there's injury in golf. Golf is the number one non-contact sport for injury. It has the highest rate incidence of injury. So yes, there's a ton of injury in golf, and people need to really realize that. And I think it's starting to the word's starting to spread. People are starting to see it and literally feel it. So it's very important. But the golf pro and the medical side of things and fitness go hand in hand. You're gonna be like, he is, let's say, he's hanging back on his swing, on his downswing, right? So I could come in and be like, well, this is why, X, Y, and Z. And then you learn from that as well. And I think that would be a great addition to golfswing.com. But for now, you're giving that short game info, and that's great, because I suck. My short game's not good at all. I don't like short game. I need to work on chipping, putting, all of that stuff, and I just don't, because I'd rather just do long drives. And this is definitely a good product to get if you're me, which I encourage everyone to take lessons. If you're going to golf, you need a lesson. Anybody. I mean, I teach injury prevention and all these medical side of things for the golfer, but I still even take lessons. So it's necessary for everybody. And this is a great way to get lessons if you don't really have $100 an hour to spend with a golf coach, right?
That's exactly right. In fact, for about $100, you can have a year's worth of my videos. And that is, I have 154 videos that are currently up that are full swing drills related. And then I have the new Pitch Perfects, which is called a signature series. So when you go on the website, you'll see videos, and then you'll see signature series. And signature series basically means it's A to Z. It's straight from, chipping, A to Z, from grip all the way to finish, and then pitch and run, and then pitching, and then bunker, and then the drills as well. So, there's almost 300 videos now that are up, and that's a great value, because I think knowledge is power. It's important that if you're going to go out and you're going to practice, and a lot of your listeners out there are, with the winter coming up, they can't get out to the golf course. A lot of the things that I show in these, a lot of the drills and things can be done inside. You do not have to physically swing a club. You can work on your short game inside. So there's some positives to that as well. But I think, just the idea of being able to reach a worldwide audience and help people in the short game is people don't want to work on their short game, but that's how you lower your scores. And that's what I consistently say in this. If you want to lower your scores, and lowering your scores is like making more money. I mean, I don't know anyone that doesn't want to make more money, and I don't know anyone that doesn't want to lower their scores. So that's really where you can save a lot of scores or save a lot of strokes and enjoy the game more.
Right, I agree. I definitely agree. When I make that long drive and then I get to it, I'm like, oh, I don't even want to like chip this right now. I just want to hit another one. You know what I mean? I'm that golfer. I'm not necessarily professional. Let's not get carried away. But I'm the person that fixes them. But I definitely need to work on my short game. So this would be for me. And tell me a little bit about like the cost of the Signature Series. I know you're offering our viewers in here a little bit of a discount, right? With
yeah. And we can put this I think this is provided in the link information that for the viewers that on Facebook. But if you go to save.golfswing.com/Jon Decker, you'll save 25% off of the price. And just so you know, my first name is spelled Jon. And Jon Decker is all one word. Again, that's save.golfswing.com/Jon Decker. You'll be able to save 25%. And this special is going to run through Christmas. So between now, it makes a great Christmas gift. If you're looking for a unique gift, like I said, under $100 that you can provide and, or for a family member or a friend or whatever, I think it makes a great Christmas gift.
Yeah, this would be a great Christmas gift to myself. But so it's under $100 with the 25% discount. That's amazing because I mean, obviously you're going to get more out of it if you're going to get actual lessons from an instructor, but people don't have money like that these days. So this is really going to that golfer that doesn't have the means necessary to help their game for $100 a session. But so 300 videos, that's crazy. I don't even know how you can do that in 3 days. That seems like 3 months worth of work.
Well, no, the 108 videos that I did in 3.5 days. Now keep in mind, these were all like 2-3 minute long videos, but then there was some that we had to edit and we had to redo and things like that. After the first day, I'd lost my voice. I'd been talking so long, but I love doing it. I feel like presentation is one of my strengths in teaching. I also love delving into golf swings, and I love helping people enjoy the game more. And again, the fastest way to enjoy the game is by lowering your scores. If you're lowering your scores, you're going to have more fun. You're going to play more golf. So the short game is over 75% of your score.
And that's going to help the mental toughness of the sport. Obviously, lowering your scores, you're going to be happier. So when you go to, do the short game, you're going to have more confidence. All these things, you're going to start to notice a change in your mental status and a change in your game. And like, that's important because when we get pissed off, we throw our club and curse and, all those things, it's not fun anymore,
No.
at that point. So golf for me is about having fun and not getting hurt. But most importantly, having fun and enjoying myself. And I don't enjoy myself when I play like crap. And I think that goes for a lot of people. So not only is this going to help your game, but your brain, So
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Paul Calloway says, yes, starting with short game instruction is absolutely the most important part of our game that we should be working on first, while we are being evaluated for our full swing physical performance factors. So yes, Paul agrees with us. And I like your last name, Calloway. That's great. Great last name. Paul is new to the group, so welcome, Paul. He just joined.
Welcome, Paul.
Yeah. So awesome. Anything else you'd like to share with our viewers? A little bit more about yourself or some future endeavors that you might be taking on?
Sure. First of all, I am a published author, But I wrote a book. It's a Christian book. It's called Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. It took me about 4 years to write. And the fact that I wrote a book is, my mom still can't believe it, because it's something that I never really wanted to do. But I felt called to do it. And what I do is each chapter in the book I start with scripture, I tell a life story, and I tell a golf story. And I really wanted to show how golf and life are parallel, how they're similar. So there's a lot of great stories. I have a story in the book about Tiger Woods. I have a story about Paul Azinger. I have a story about Seve Ballesteros. I have a story about Payne Stewart. I have a story about Brad Daugherty, who I went to high school with, who played #1 pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brad Johnson, who I also played high school basketball with, he was the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have a story in the book about him as well. And all of these are personal experiences. And I try to put the Christian element in there as well. If you're a Christian and you're not a golfer, it may lead you to the game of golf. If you're a golfer and you're not a Christian, it may lead you to Christ. But ultimately, I know as a golf professional and as a Christian, there's two things that I'm called to do. One is to grow the game of golf, and the other is I want to help people. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are struggling, and I hope that this book is uplifting. And I'm really proud of how it came out, and it's gotten very good reviews, and so it's been a great experience. I spent 8 months of my life traveling the United States. I was speaking at elementary schools. I was speaking at churches, at golf courses. I was speaking in snack bars at golf courses. I mean, it was really a great experience. And then I got back into teaching. But things with golfswing.com have done very well. And so we're trying to plan out a new signature series. And I want to do one on fitness and golf. And I'm hoping that I definitely want to get you involved with that, and hopefully it'll work out. So I think Pitch Perfect is I think will do very well. And I know one thing for the listeners out there and the viewers, the website, if you go and join the website, you can join month to month. You don't have to purchase everything at once, so you could test drive it a little bit. And in 1 month, you can go through, and it's not just my videos. You may go want to watch Hal Sutton's or Dr. David Cook's. So there's other instructors as well. In total, there's about 1,600 videos. So for less than, it comes out to less than $20 a month. If you go join the website and after a month or two decide, you know what, I don't want to, be a member anymore, you can cancel at any time. So there's no obligation that you're committed to long term.
Yeah, that's great to know, because I didn't even know that you could have a subscription and kind of pick and choose who you kind of relate to in your game and what have you through those 15 different instructors. So that's good. It provides more value to that person who is going to be subscribing. But I do want to ask you, just before we sign off, summarize one of your favorite stories from your book. Just give us, in so many words, give us the story. And I also want you to drop a link to find your book on Amazon, wherever we can buy it, so that people can purchase that if they're interested as well.
Absolutely. How much time do I have? Like a minute or two? Do I have 2 minutes?
I mean, however long the story takes, but summarize it, whatever you got to do. Okay.
Probably my two favorite stories are the one about Seve and the one about Payne Stewart. But I'll tell the one about Seve. Seve came to Grand Cypress to take some lessons with my boss, Fred Griffin. I spent 3 days watching him take lessons. And I watched him do his short game. He got in the bunker and pulled his 3-iron out and showed us how to hit a 3-iron bunker shot from a greenside bunker, which was incredible. And watching him hit driver, he came and was taking lessons hitting drivers in his street shoes. He had penny loafer shoes on, and he was hitting the ball everywhere. And I kept looking at him thinking, I can't believe this guy won a golf tournament, because he hit one ball would go 300 yards right and the other would go 300 yards left. But when I saw his short game, it was incredible. He had the best putting stroke I've ever seen. It was fluid. And for those out there, putting don't get all wrapped up in the science of putting. Focus on it's an art form. A good putter is like an artist. They're not like a scientist thinking about a million different things. But what was interesting is Sevi told me when he was a little boy, he didn't have any money. His family didn't have any money. He only had one golf club that he used on the beach. And so he and his friends would caddy, and they would go to the golf course, and they would lay a rubber hose down that had holes in it, and they would run it to the hole, and they would turn it on all night. So the water would come out of it, and it would form a trench. And then the next morning they would get there, and they would take the hose away, and they would putt, and the ball would go in the hole every time because of the trench. And they would hustle the members who came there, and they would bet them that they could make the 20 footers with one hand. And he said that's how he made money to feed his family. So to hear him tell me that story, those are the kind of stories that are in this book. It's not things that you're going to, maybe have seen on the Golf Channel. These are personal experiences I had, and they're just great experiences, and I think it really adds to the book.
Yeah, that's like a really inspiring story too. It's very admirable that he was able to do that and make money from it. Kind of smart. And then I have a couple other questions.
Sure.
What makes golfswing.com and that subscription and everything different from, like, let's say TPI? Give me your answer on that. Obviously, I know there's no medical and fitness side in golfswing.com yet, and TPI does offer that. But do you guys have different philosophies, or is it just the same all around, just a different company?
No, we are not governed to teach any particular style. I mean, I'm going to teach my background, and the other guys are going to teach theirs.
Right,
so
what is what TPI says. I'm just wondering if your the way, I guess, how do I word this? Your coaching philosophies, or your terminology that you're using for swing faults, things like that.
No, they will not be the same, and that's one of the beauties of it, because everyone's different. Think about, when you were growing up and you were in elementary school, there was probably one or two teachers that you really gravitated to. And why? Maybe it was the way they talked to you. Maybe it was the way they presented. Maybe they challenged you. Maybe they nurtured you. There was always something about them that made them stand out. And that's what we look for with golfswing.com, is that you can go on there. You may go on there to watch my videos, but then you may fall in love with one of the other instructors. So that's perfectly fine. That was the main thing they wanted to do. Is their number that we have 15 instructors right now. We're looking to get it to around 30, 35, and no more. And it's going to be kind of the number that we're looking for. And so you can develop a relationship. I think eventually we'll be able to do online instruction. So if someone really gravitates to me and they want to take lessons with me, I could do it in an online format as well.
How I offer telehealth, kind of like a Skype session for a golf lesson, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's awesome. All right. Well, it was awesome having you on the Golf Docs page talking about Pitch Perfect. I love it a lot. I want you to drop the link to that, and I want you to drop the link to your book below in the comments section so we can access that for those who are interested. Again, this offer is till Christmas?
Yeah, till Christmas, yeah, 25% off. And it's save.golfswing.com/Jon Decker, and that's JONDECKER.
I made a couple mistakes in my post yesterday. I put it 50% off link.
You're going to drive sales.
That was really only for Cyber Monday, I guess. But so it's 25%, not over 50%, and the special runs through the holiday season. So it's not just this one-time offer that's being extended. So I would definitely look into this. If you are a serious golfer, if you're recreationally doing it, you find yourself doing it on the weekends a lot, during the week, whenever, even if you're once a month, a couple times a year, I would seriously look into Pitch Perfect and golfswing.com, because that's definitely going to help your game. I mean, I'm going to get off right now and look into it and all that stuff, and I'm excited to see the videos and what you guys have to offer. I've obviously looked into it a little bit before this, but now I'm really going to dive in because I'm interested. So thank you so much. If there's anything else you want to add or say, go ahead and do that now.
I just want to say to everyone, have a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. And Angelica, I really appreciate you having me on your show, and I look forward to posting more videos. Every day I try to post some of the videos that I've already done. And if there's anybody out there that has any golf related questions, feel free to message me or go to my, you can follow me on Facebook at Jon Decker Golf Instruction. Again, it's Jon. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn. And my book is available, and I'll put the link in the comments section. But you can get it on Barnes & Noble and Amazon websites.
I figured you can get everything on Amazon. I love Amazon. Awesome. This is great. I love it, and I love the what you're posting in my group. I love everything all the videos are great. I mean, that's why I contacted you in the first place. So
well, thank you.
You can do that until you're blue in the face. I love it. It provides value to the viewers and the people in the group. And I learned from it as well. So thank you so much. And just taking your time out of your day to talk to me about your new product and your endeavors and all those things, because I want to educate the community about golf and how to do it the right way. So thank you for being part of that. And
thank you for having me.
We will definitely be keeping in touch, and I look forward to possibly meeting you at the, what is it in Orlando?
PGA show at the end of Orlando, or the end of January. I'll be down in Orlando. But yeah, I'd love to meet you, and hopefully you can watch a couple of videos, and then I can follow it up with giving you a little instruction.
Absolutely, I'm definitely taking you up on that. And if you need a little therapy session.
I need a lot of therapy.
Huh? What? What'd you say?
I said I need a lot of therapy. Don't
we all? Don't we all? And one more thing. I know I keep doing this. Give me one type of fitness or medical question you want me to answer, either through a post or a video or whatever, or a joint. Just name something that you would like clarified. In that aspect, and I will make sure that I get that for you. I'm asking you the question. So what
you're asking me? Oh,
name a joint or a specific issue or injury or something that you want to see me talk about or do exercises for or something.
I think the flexibility stuff is I get that a lot, and the flexibility in the hamstrings are very important, and then anything core strength, dynamic motion, where you're getting the upper body going one way and the lower body going the other way. That is, I love those. I'm constantly using that kind of information in my lessons, especially right now when it's colder up here.
Easy, done. I have a core one coming soon anyways, so look out for that. And then I will definitely get you some cool disassociation videos or posts, whatever it may be. And for those of you that don't know what disassociation means, it's the separation, the independent separation between the upper and lower half of your body, which is so important in the golf swing. So definitely have to work on that if you plan on hitting the green soon. So I will give you those videos, and I look forward to it. You just gave me some content. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Jon, you have a good rest of your holiday month, and we will be in touch, and I'll see you on the page.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.